Take that, Randy and Doug. I'm not competitive at all. I lied on a couple of those. Just the two worldviews in one home has made me to realize that there are more than one way to see the world. We truly have no idea of what other people are going through. So we can judge. It also taught me don't judge. Hi, my name is Michelle Wachter. I'm VP for Education here in the Washington Conference. I have the privilege of working with 22 of our schools here in Western Washington and helping to support and empower our teachers and principals that help to make a positive difference every day to their students.
What's your favorite color?
Blue.
Favorite sport?
Soccer.
Book you're currently reading?
The Bible.
Favorite movie?
Sleepless in Seattle.
Favorite song at the moment?
Baby, It's Cold Outside.
Morning person or night owl?
Morning.
Favorite type of food?
Pizza.
Dogs or cats?
Dogs.
Texting or talking on the phone?
Texting.
Dream vacation destination?
Hawaii.
Current hobby?
Sewing.
Prefer hot chocolate or tea?
Tea.
Favorite season of the year?
Summer.
Favorite TV show?
Grey's Anatomy.
Favorite ice cream flavor?
Mint chip.
Favorite holiday?
Christmas.
Favorite quote?
Children deserve to be seen, heard, and valued.
Do you prefer the beach or the mountains?
Beach.
Favorite... Oh, dun dun dun. Time's up.
How many did I get?
17.
Woo!
17 questions. So far, first place.
Take that, Randy and Doug. I'm not competitive at all.
Yeah.
Competitive or mild? Mild. I lied on a couple of those.
I know.
Because I couldn't think about it, so I just said something.
Yeah. What is your idea of a perfect day?
Perfect day is when I wake up, have coffee, am able to spend a little time with my family and make a few calls for friends and take a nice walk in the country.
Now, what is in your, the perfect day? Where are you? Who are you with?
I'm at the beach. I'm with my family, my husband, and at the coast on a beautiful, warm day.
What is making you happy in this moment?
The sounds, the sights, the smells, the calm, and the sun. Definitely need to have lots of sun there.
And what do you think is the key to a happy life?
The key to a happy life is being content. I have sought happiness and tried to look for happiness, and it comes back to what Paul says. I have learned the secret of being content, whether I have plenty or not. And so I think it's contentment is the secret of happiness.
I love that. Best piece of advice you've ever received?
Best piece of advice is just be kind to yourself. If you're kind to other people, that's great, but treat yourself as if you were treating somebody else. For example, in the morning, if I'm busy, I may say, I don't have time for breakfast or lunch or whatever, but then I say, if I was 5 years old and I was packing for myself, would I take time to pack myself a lunch? And if the answer is yes, then I try to stop and take time for myself to pack, as if I'm nurturing my own.
And to wrap up, a piece of advice that has never left your side?
To just not be so busy looking for the future or thinking about the past that you miss what's right in front of you. Don't be so busy longing for something that you wish you could have that you miss what God has given you right in front of your face.
Oh, wow. I love that. I love that. Are you done with your little piece?
I am, and this is perfect.
Can you show us? Yes, I know. I picked that one for you.
I know. little cute little highlighter.
You are doing a beautiful painting of Mount Rainier.
Oh, lovely. Okay.
What would you say is an experience that has defined who Michelle is today?
Probably being raised in a non-Adventist and Adventist home, and just being aware that while Adventism is super important, there are other worldviews out there. And so just to be aware not to come across as judgmental, because that really turns people off, and to be aware that people everywhere are amazing, even with different worldviews than our own.
I didn't know you grew up in a non-Adventist household.
It was divided.
Okay.
My mother was born and raised Adventist, and so when she met my dad, she was out of the church at the time, and so I was raised in a split home, and so my mother was Adventist and my dad was non-Adventist, and so just the two worldviews in one home has made me to, like I said, to realize that there are more than one way to see the world.
How did going to church function in your house?
My dad never said that we couldn't go to church, but neither did he go to church with us, and so it kind of divided the family in part, and so I've always been trying to be aware of division in families is not great. So it has just something that's kind of shaped me and made me aware of who I am.
Yeah.
So,
Interesting.
Yeah.
Were you a go to church, or were
I
you
was a go to church.
Okay.
My brother was with my dad, and so they were the non-go to church. We had a fishing boat, so they were out fishing and stuff on the weekend. And then I went to church with my mom. So it was kind of like one for each of us, and that kind of made us who we are today.
What were some of the things that kind of opened up your eyes? Like you said, it allows us to see beyond just, I guess, this Adventist bubble.
Right.
What were some of those things that you got to see or learn from these other experiences?
Well, I got to see that, like I said, there are many ways to process the world, and it's not right or wrong. And it really made me very aware of why people may have addictions. And so my dad, he drank a lot. And I hated it growing up, but now that I'm older, I realize he drank a lot, not because he was a bad person, but because he was actually so sensitive. Hold on a second.
There you go.
Get my green working. Okay, now I'm back to it. But he was actually so sensitive, so it wasn't a weakness on his. It was just something that he struggled with because the pain of life was too great at times. So it kind of gave me empathy for people. And so when I see people that have addictions or drug use, then I just realize it's not that they're bad or that they're trying to fight something. It's just that they maybe are actually kinder and more loving and more sensitive, that they choose to use something to kind of numb them. So it kind of just changed my view of how we do what we do.
Yeah. So, and like you said, it's like different people express and experience the world in different ways. As you were growing up, what were some of the values that
Values are not don't jump to conclusions, and also just because somebody puts on a happy face or seems to be a certain way, maybe they're fighting their own battle inside. I went to Adventist school, and so if you had met me, you would never know that I went home to a home where there was drinking, and it was just a totally different way of life. So sometimes we put on faces, and so it just made me very aware of the faces that we wear, and to be sensitive, because we truly have no idea of what other people are going through. So we can judge. It also taught me don't judge, just because someone looks a certain way or reacts a certain way, there's probably reasons why they are that way.
Interesting. So now that you're talking about an Adventist education, and knowing that you're the VP of education, how do you see those two things connecting?
Yeah, it's a little bit different in that if I meet people, obviously we want everybody in our Adventist schools. But if it is better for them to be in a different school or a homeschool or something, I try to be very supportive of whatever it is that will meet the needs of the people. So once again, just try not to make these blanket statements about everybody must, and to be realized that there are different ways that people do success, and success looks different for other people. So I try to be accepting of whatever it is that they want.
Well, and it gives you an insight to the different lives that students could be living as well, right?
Yep.
And
also I think it's made me look at things through a different lens. I'll be out at a church visiting. If I see somebody that reminds me of myself, or may smell like smoke or something like I did, my dad smoked in our home, it makes me just kind of go up to them and to just kind of see through a different lens and just try to be as supportive as I can. So
nice. Do you want more time?
I don't think more time is going to help this. I'm done.
Okay.
Oh, wait, not quite.
Wait, you want to put your finishing touches?
Yeah, I need a few flowers. Okay, there we go. Oh, that makes it so much better.
There you go.
Oh yeah.
Now I see it. Now I see the prairie.
Now you see the prairie. Yeah. And did you notice I used like everything? I used a brush.
No, perfect.
Okay. Ta-da!
Ta-da!
Yeah.
And do you want to show the camera your final
Oh,
masterpiece,
I would love to,
please?
because if you see this, you know that anyone can paint. Ta-da!
This is
The mountain.
Oh, the mountain. Bravo.
And feel free to destroy this, because this is...
No, how dare you say that?